What is up, YouTube? How y'all doing? Check this out. Check this out without a doubt, man. Y'all got to check this one out. Love you, Jack. And Hollis up there. You know, this is a live stream. Y'all know Sean Otwood. Shout out to Sean. Shout out to my main man, Sean, and Ron. Ron, I'm trying to think of something to say to you, man. You know, he like breaking. I'm just busting your balls, man. I'm just busting your balls. That remind me, I got a message from him, man. I haven't had time, Sean. My bad. I'm over here recording. Check it out, man. Jaguar Wright live on Jay-Z, Diddy, Buzbee, and the Jane Doe and the NBC and stuff, man. And y'all need to check out some of this stuff about who's lying and who's not, man. But in this video, in this live stream interview that they did with Jaguar Wright, Jaguar Wright got a lot on her shoulders, man. Y'all got to give her the benefit of the doubt, man. I mean, she was there. She was one of the people that's there. So, oh, she lying and all this type of stuff. So many people have been saying that to me, man. Come on. We're going to have Jaguar Wright on the channel. She's getting ready to do a vacation. We talked. She's about to do a vacation. I'm about to do a vacation. So without any further ado, y'all hit that subscribe button, hit that bell, because we're going to have Jaguar on, and we're going to have a little stuff about my vacation and all that type of stuff, man. Thank y'all for supporting the channel. So without any further ado, let's check it out.
Good evening, everybody. We will be shortly joined by Jaguar Wright. And there's been so much going on.
So much
Buzbee,
going on.
Jay-Z, Diddy, Jane Doe.
That's right.
NBC.
And you.
Half the world saying Jane Doe's out of her mind and Jay-Z's innocent. Other half of the world saying it was a hit piece. Jag was in the mix with the Buzbee law firm.
All this crazy stuff.
That none of these black billionaires help.
My bad, y'all, because I had to restart the computer. So here we
Good
go.
evening, everybody. Stop when she joins us shortly.
Okay, let's just skip.
Right,
let's get to the
just,
Jag.
just to say as well, Jag's just setting up now as well. That's her time.
Let's get to the Jag real quick.
Yeah.
We're gonna skip all this.
Based on research by 𝗟𝗓𝗡𝗏.
All right, here we go, y'all.
With the
Let's start right here.
VMAs 2003. Eminem being Good Charlotte being and hey now.
Hey now, you are all-star.
How's it going?
Oh, well, it's going great. I just want to make sure that you understand that I'm going to call you friend a lot today rather than Sean, because I want everyone to know that I am not being exploited by you. I am here of my own free will and volition.
Yeah, that reminds me, man. Y'all need to be ashamed of yourself, man. Talking about you going on them white folks channel and being exploited and all this. You need to stick with the black channels and all that stuff. Aren't y'all tired of playing this race card the weirdest way? Stop doing that,
rather
man.
than Sean, because I want everyone to know that I am not being exploited by you. I am here of my own free will and volition.
Hey guys, thank you for watching our videos. If you want to check out our live channel, the Music Recording Network Live, where we dive deeper into videos that we put up and talk about different things that's going on in the world. You can participate in our chat, or you can come on live. You don't even have to show your face. Go to our live channel, subscribe, voice your opinion, because we would like to hear from you and help us come up with solutions. Now, let's continue on with this video.
Yeah, it's an interesting world out there this week, Jag. I'll be honest with you, but it's great to see you. Great to have you back. I was watching one of your shows the other night. You're doing a fantastic job getting the information out. And listen, before we go into the main side of this, you've been getting some stress. I mean, there's fabrication, there's editing, there's all kinds of madness going on.
Mhm.
And when I talk about it on the Daily Show, it's like the Jaguar Wright lore that keeps getting updated. It's real hard. See someone that's coming in so late in the Jaguar story and is trying to catch up with like 2 decades of the lore, right? Just to be up to date with it. And now we've got all the new madness coming in. Can you just touch on the new wave of shenanigans that has been?
This is crazy, man.
Well,
Roro. She called him Roro.
I wish I could say it was new.
Yeah, right.
I've been living through this for 15 years.
15 years, y'all.
So I'm not surprised. This is what they do. They fabricate, they lie,
Yep.
They create conjecture. But I think what confuses people more than anything is that they're not seeing what's actually happening right before their very eyes. These people are all working together in league and in tandem to try to destroy not only my name, but my life and my well-being. You know, there was a whole panel of weirdos the other day that attacked my relationship. They attacked Odell. They attacked me. But more than anything, they attacked my mental health. These very people, starting with 𝗗𝗡𝗡𝗞𝗦 on down, have put out lies saying that I was schizophrenic, that I am supposed to be on lithium, and that I am evading capture or hospitalization in some way. And nobody bothers to ask them where they got this so-called information from and who verified it.
Okay.
Kind of like how TMZ, and I have a phone call coming up today with a lawyer of note and merit, and we will be moving forward with suing Harvey Leviathan and TMZ because the lie and the story that they ran with started right here on YouTube on a channel called Danny Robertson. She literally just the other day went live for 5.5 hours. And in the first hour and a half, she sat there with her very, very, very deranged audience who stalks us daily and explained that she was trying to create a tie between me and Tony Buzbee so that Jay-Z would sue me too, like he was suing Tony Buzbee. She not only called multiple law firms and sent multiple emails to different law firms that are working on Diddy and Jay-Z cases right now. And she said she was doing it on my behalf. I've never met this person in a day in my life. She tried to pretend like she had the ability to speak for me, which is also against the law. And then she took Odell's phone number and gave it to them for contact, not his business line, not our work line, not any of our burner phone numbers, but his actual direct line, which no one should have. That's all against the law. The question is, why are people allowing it to happen? And why is no one taking into consideration that the reason why it's being covered is because these people were contracted by YouTube to do a hit job on my life?
Yeah, I mean, the levels these people will go, I mean, when we listen to Big Homie, when he talks about security levels at events and things like this, when you've got, you know, those specialist long-range dudes that go in the towers surrounding buildings and all of this, you have to imagine the budget for putting out propaganda. That's what we're talking. It's propaganda that's being put out, and people would associate that with warfare, and that's exactly what this is.
It is,
you know. And the effects of, I mean, there's trolls. There's the scatty people on the internet, right? We're always going to have them. But what sneaks in amongst the normality of the average amount of toxicity are these targeted professionals. And this is what we're seeing time and time again with you, Jag. How do you cope with all of that? Like, how are you doing?
God. And let's just be glad that I'm not really schizophrenic, because all of this that they're doing to me could have been enough to drive me into a breakdown. That's what I find so interesting. They're all saying that you guys are exploiting a mentally ill woman, but then they sit there and bash and harass and lie and put it out. channel after channel after channel, they're all working in tandem. Someone actually came through my chat earlier today and said, Jag, what do you think about Make It Make Sense? My answer, he doesn't make sense.
Whoa.
Because if he was a credible anything, there's no way he could be consorting with someone named Andre Turner Jr., who took Storm Monroe's edited AI video to try to make it sound like I said that Sean Carter did something to me that he didn't. And he took credit for it with media takeout. That's who Make It Make Sense consorts with. And you guys know how I feel. Birds of a feather flock together.
Yeah, the weaponization of information and narrative, okay, in this day and age is the silver bullet that these individuals tend to go to. And when you talk about people bringing in the scenario of you being manipulated or used by a channel, okay, that's called taking out 3 birds with 1 stone. That is trying to get more bang for their buck. If you see,
they hit me, they hit you, and they stop the real information from coming through.
Yeah.
They're not even, Jack, they're not even worth giving your attention to. You're such a powerful voice with so many followers, and your biggest follower, I'm going to put him on the screen.
Yeah.
Can you identify what that photo is?
Can you identify
That's his son. That's
Baby
Ziggy.
Ziggy.
Ziggy, y'all.
I
Baby
love
Ziggy.
it. I'm telling you, 4 more years and we're going to be a band.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to get a tambourine. He's going to get a banjo, and we're going to do it. Purple Rain. I can't wait. I'm going to teach him all the lyrics and everything.
That's Sean's son watching.
This is the energy. This is the energy we need. Ron started out on quite a heavy question. Ron.
Well, I think it might have something to do with the live that I did just before I sat with you. I had to get all that slime off me. I had to take a shower.
I'll be honest, Jag, I was live with Beverly Rhodes and some of the most incredible individuals that I have ever met in my life. Jag, you have no idea the people that I've met this evening, right? And we're not going to go into this now, but you're going to meet them all. But I just want to remind you.
You're going to make sure of it.
Listen, Jag, like, I think I'm pretty prepared for information, right?
Oh, I know you are.
Every week on this show with Beverly, I turn into a gibbering fanboy of my own show, right? And I don't even try to hide it, right? Because the truth, well, the way you speak about your truth and the way these individuals and these ladies and these gentlemen speak about theirs, it's a power, it's an energy, it's a frequency that resonates, and there's a reason for all that. And Friday, Jaguar is coming back for her Off-World DNA with Azria. For those of you who maybe missed it, we just done Big Homies on Monday night.
Yeah, that was intense.
It was mad watching Big Homie, like, because I went through exactly what Big Homie went through. Those moments where he's sitting normal and then a sentence is finished and he's just like, you're going to be the same, and I can't wait for it. So make sure you guys are all prepared.
I don't know if that's true. And the only reason that I say that is because I live in that realm daily. I come here and I visit Earth. I live somewhere else. I guess that's part of the reason why I'm able to deal with all of the things that I deal with in real time the way that I can, because I have a bird's eye view.
Okay.
I'm always seeing things from another side.
I need to make a statement.
What's your bird's eye view of the NBC interview with this Jane Doe?
Yeah.
It was a hit piece. And I'm sure it was ordered by Rupert Murdoch, allegedly. NBC is probably one of the most compromised networks in American media. You know, when I think about Law and Order SVU, season 12, episode 9, that they replaced, which was the story of what happened to Natanya Rubin, turned into entertainment. That was done to take the life and the real potency out of what actually happened to her and to turn it into nothing more than entertainment. When I think about that episode being aired like that, it was so disrespectful to her. And that's what NBC does. That's what they've always done. They are a disinformation major news network. And now I think it's time that people start looking at how a lot of these fake stories get created, because a lot of it starts right here on YouTube, manipulating algorithms, putting source people together, having them work in shifts in tandem, collaborating and competing. I don't talk about these trolls because I'm a fan of them or they're a fan of me or I think it's fun. People see them as a mindless entity, and that's how they make it. Because people don't take them seriously. Yet, a lie that started on a YouTube channel made it all the way to TMZ. And now, I get to sue everybody for it.
Hell yeah.
Shout out to Nat
They got
Blind.
the clutches into Jane Doe like that when she was a Jane Doe anonymous?
Well, I thought it was very interesting because there was commentary done on another YouTube content creator's channel, Art from Art of Dialogue. And he sat down with Dr. Umar Johnson to talk about the Jane Doe and the case and the story. Now, I've never really had anything to say about Umar Johnson. I know Umar Johnson. Umar Johnson knows me. We both from Philly. When they came attacking him and doing all the things they did to him, I said nothing. I said nothing in his defense, but I also didn't say anything to hurt him. See, I know Umar Johnson. I know exactly who he is. And I was very disappointed to see what he did, because during that whole interview, he sat there and tried to convince people that the Jane Doe was of African American descent. He talked about the father, spoke about the father as though he was of African American descent. And while I'm sitting there watching the interview, I had to ask Odell, there's been nothing released regarding the Jane Doe's racial background or any of that. So how could he sit there and label that way and no one called him on it? More importantly, he turned around and turned it into a whole thing against Trump. He literally walked this story all the way into an anti-Trump agenda. He said that they're going after all the black billionaires to make sure when Trump gets in office that none of these black billionaires helps any of their people in any of their community. Now, at the time where he did this video, it was right before the NBC hit, where we found out she wasn't of African American descent. We also became clear that she was autistic. And for NBC to conduct that interview without a mental health person there, without a support system there for her, and to question her the way that they questioned her. I can tell you right now, as the mother of an autistic son, because Sam is autistic, he has Asperger's, even though they like to say that I'm lying about that, which is so funny because it was his fourth grade teacher that pointed it out to me. And when I tried to have him legitimately diagnosed, his father fought me for it. And then the next thing you know, I was being taken into court for a custody matter. But as the mother of an autistic child, I can tell you this right now, they buckle under pressure. Any real pressure. Matter of fact, not only will they buckle under pressure, they'll pay attention to your social cues to try to give you what you're looking for to appease you. It was wrong. And the truth is, rather than her father, who, by the way, it's been said that there's a very complicated history and he suffers from his own mental issues, the father should be held responsible for allowing that to happen to his daughter. Period. That should never have happened. He should have been there with her, answering the questions, to comfort her, to make sure that she was okay. But anytime you take an autistic person and you put them in an interrogation environment, they will crumble, they will watch your social cues, and they will do and say whatever they have to say to try to appease you, just to get you to stop with the pressure. NBC should also be held into account, because that was public, not only victim shaming, but it was psychological torture for that woman. It really doesn't matter what her testimony is. That's none of our business. That belongs in the court. It's really none of our business about their family issues. Those are issues that should be addressed in court. But to put a mentally disabled person who has a syndrome that creates social anxiety upon pressure, NBC should be sued for what they did to that woman. They should be maligned and they should be hung up for what they did. That was disgusting. And then to have Alex Spiro come and do a PowerPoint presentation using her illness against her, while also using it as a Dear John letter to Diddy from his very, very, very long, loving dear friend, was equally as disgusting. Meanwhile, all of the YouTubers are putting up thumbnails saying that I'm running, I'm scared, I retracted, I'm this and I'm that, and none of it was true.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Oh, yeah, and they also said I was being sued. You know, there's another YouTuber that's being sued by Alex Spiro right now as well, 𝗟𝗡𝗡𝗞𝗦. And now all of these receipts have come out from Tory Lanez's father of the money that he sent to her, that they're now saying was used to go after Megan Thee Stallion. Even if that was true, the only thing it proves is that Tory Lanez's father was desperate to get the truth out because of how he was maligned by Alex Spiro and his legal people. Because a lot of people don't like to go back and look at the fact that it was Alex Spiro's team that gave him the lawyer that Tory Lanez got that botched that case. And that's why his father was screaming and crying, saying F Rock Nation in front of the whole world. They created whatever desperation that that man felt to just get somebody to put out the truth. Not only that, 𝗟𝗡𝗡𝗞𝗦 has always stated that she takes donations to help keep her platform growing. Were these payments for targeting, or were they just tributes to help her keep going because she was standing up for Tory? What I don't understand is why nobody is asking if Alex Spiro can successfully go after 𝗟𝗡𝗡𝗞𝗦 and file a lawsuit. Why are all these people gossiping, saying that he's doing the same to me, and all he's doing is PowerPoint breakups on NBC?
Monique is asking you to elaborate on Alex Spiro saying Jay-Z and Diddy aren't friends. I watched Choke No Joke destroy what Alex Spiro said.
Well, I mean, I'm sure he's looking for relevance, but everyone is missing what's really going on regarding Alex Spiro. There's so many people that watch TV, and you can tell it's all entertainment. They don't learn anything. What Alex Spiro is an excellent fixer, just like Olivia Pope was on Scandal. And if anybody bothered to pay attention to all 7 seasons of that show, the only time Olivia Pope came out and spoke on the podium was when people were in trouble, big trouble, and they needed her chutzpah and they needed her confidence to keep the media and the public at bay while they wrapped up the situation in the background. Alex Spiro is not the kind of lawyer that you're supposed to see on television. He's the guy in the backdrop with the paperwork and the suitcase full of cash. If he's sitting out front, trouble is imminent. Imminent. He should be more like Martin Scorsese. You know his work, but you really don't know his face. And yet, Ariel Mitchell Kidd has disappeared, and now we have the male Olivia Pope, Alex Spiro, to come and save the day. And everyone's talking about the great job that he did. Oh my goodness, he's a superstar lawyer. And look at what he did for Alec Baldwin. And he got Alec Baldwin off of a case that should never have been filed against him in the first place. The person that was responsible and should have been held responsible for what happened to that director of photography. And may God rest her soul, and may her children and her husband have peace, or at least as much as they can. You know, he didn't load that 𝗟𝗡𝗡𝗚. It was loaded by the person that was handling it. Instead, they blamed him for it, saying that he shouldn't have had his finger on the hammer or the trigger. And yet, nobody's questioning the person that loaded the round into the firearm. It was a hit job. Period. Alex Spiro is no hero. The only thing he did was get Alec Baldwin off of a charge that should have never fell on him in the first place. That's not a hero. That's a fixer. That's what he is. He is just a man. He is just an attorney with just as compromised as a legal background as Tony Buzbee. I find it funny that everyone's talking about Tony Buzbee and him being an ambulance chaser and him being in it for the money, but no one is talking about what Alex Spiro's billable hours look like. He's not in it for the money. I can guarantee you right now, he costs at least anywhere from $2,500 to $5,000 an hour. And I can guarantee you that the Carters probably had to put down $2.5 million as a retainer. Probably part of the reason why they're liquidating assets and selling that private island so quickly.
Whoa.
It's probably time to pay the piper. Alex Spiro comes along with at least 150 paralegals. He comes along with at least 25 different investigators. He comes along with a lot of things. When you buy him, you buy the team. And not only that, you still have to pay billable hours for the managing partners at his firm who are overseeing everything that he does. Off of this case defending the Carters, Mr. Spiro is probably going to make a good $25 million. And nobody's asking him if he's in it for the money. That's insane. And I guarantee you, he's making a lot more money than Tony Buzbee. And those are facts.
Whoa.
And Alex, no disrespect, but you need to stop playing with me. See, everybody wants to give you credit for being so smart and being so amazing. And yet you still can't figure out how to address the Jaguar Wright issue. See, nobody wants to talk about that. Nobody wants to talk about the fact that a Black woman who is a skilled and trained entrepreneur and a college dropout is outthinking Wonder Boy.
Going hard.
Jaguar.
My thing is, and everybody else is saying all this time, Jaguar's been talking. How come Jay-Z's lawyer went out of Morgan, the show she was on, and had a stop and desist for his show? He bowed down and stopped, took Jaguar off. Jaguar done uploaded the same video to her channel and it's still up there. The same video. Jay-Z, the lawyer, nobody said anything to Jaguar yet. Doesn't that make you want to say, why is this so? But yet y'all say she lying.
But the way they got to Jane Doe's dad, do you see parallels with the R. Kelly case whereby
Absolutely.
when they had the video of him urinating on the lady, young girl,
here we go.
They got to a family member to get that one, even video evidence, and they managed to get around it by getting to a family member.
Yep. And they paid them And then that woman had to come back in her 30s and finally tell the truth.
Ooh.
Why is nobody checking the financials of that girl's father's bank account? What was his credit score before that interview? Has it changed?
Oh my God.
Why does nobody want to believe that these people are willing to pay off anybody that they can because they don't want to tell the truth? And the truth is that the only people that are buying this hogwash is America. Everywhere else in the world, the pitchforks are out. Knives out. Why not America? People are talking about the NFL supporting the Carters and how that's a show of confidence. What else are they going to do? They promised people that they were going to get that monkey woman to dance on a string for a very large ticket price. Do you think they're going to cut that off? And by the way, the NFL ticket prices, what they going to do? More importantly than that, why is their vote of confidence so important? Shouldn't it be LVMH or LVHM?
French company, yeah, LVMH.
Yeah, LVMH. Half of Rock Nation's investment dollars that keep it going. That company's about to pull it. Who cares what the NFL thinks? The French are embarrassed. And if they pull their assets, Rock Nation is over.
Wow.
Period.
Wow.
It's sad.
So do you think all these brands now are looking at the way that mainstream media has parlayed Jane Doe's inconsistencies and thinking they can keep this cleaned up versus if more lawsuits come, or if there's a criminal indictment, then the dominoes will collapse? But right now, it seems like they're trying to hold the fort.
Right now, the only thing Alex Spiro is the little boy holding his finger in the dike of the dam, trying to stop it from cracking for the flood to come. That's who Alex Spiro is. He's the little boy with his finger in the dike in the dam, trying to stop it. And guess what? If he's not successful, he'll simply just disappear back into normal life and continue to keep working for everyone else at probably $10,000 to $15,000 worth of billable hours per day. The lack of intelligence that Americans have now, to me, is astounding. It's astounding. They literally rely on these machines to tell them what to think, to tell them what to believe. They're too lazy to go and look for themselves. They want to be spoon-fed. And guess what? That's exactly what the media does. It spoon-feeds y'all whatever you want to believe. These people are down bad, and all they want to do is talk about me? Really? Interesting.
She got a point. You got to say she got a point.
This one that's just come out. In escalating feud, Buzbee filed a lawsuit against Rock Nation Jay-Z lawyers.
Yeah. For bribery. For paying people to distort reality so that they don't have to be embarrassed for what is about to befall them. These people are embarrassed. What's embarrassing to me is that early October, I sat with Piers Morgan and I told everybody what the play was. He's going to start little fires of confusion everywhere and then have everyone scrambling to get water to put him out while he tries to sneak away. Without response. I said it when I sat with Pierce. I'm saying it again now. Sean, respond to me.
That's kind of big time right there.
You've tried to ruin my life, sir, for many years. I'm not saying allegedly. I know for a fact you have paid both of my spouses to gaslight me. You've had your little weirdo minions over there on YouTube, implant people into my life. We just had to get rid of the last troll mods that were sitting there for over a year, pretending to be supporters, pretending to care. And meanwhile, screenshotting, screen recording everything that happened in chats so that they could give it to the stalkers that stalked me online on behalf of Mr. Carter to find my location, to follow our car, stalking me, stalking Odell. Shame on you. But you have no shame. And that's exactly why Yeshua himself gave me the calling to stand here and challenge you publicly. And I promise you, in Yeshua's holy name, sanctioned by Yahweh himself, Rock Nation will fall. Y'all didn't believe me when I told you it was coming for Diddy. Y'all sat there and tried to harass me offline. You saw that video with Cassie. Why do y'all keep betting against me? All I'm ever proven to be is right. Sean Carter is a master manipulator. And if another black person tells me that I'm just trying to take down a black man, why don't y'all ask Mr. Carter about all the black men he is taking down? Let's start again. I said it, sitting with real life on the blue couch. He lined up D. Haven, stole his life and identity, cast him out, pretended like he didn't know him. He lined up Big L. Big L, stole rest his in life peace. And identity. And then he was unalive right before he signed to Rockefeller, just hours before. He lined up R. Kelly, stole his juice. And you see what he done? He lined up Dave Dash, stole his life and his loving and tried to make him look like he was a bum. And now he don't know Diddy. Sounds like Mr. Carter brings down more black men than I ever could. The only black man I'm interested in bringing down is him. Why isn't anyone calling him out for that? Doesn't sound like he's much of a friend, does it? Sounds like he's a black billionaire that doesn't happen what happens to other black billionaires. Why is he mocks God by calling himself Jehovah and then got all of America to run around saying it? Meanwhile, he practices the practice of Aleister Crowley. He eats spirit cooking with Marina Abramovich. And it's got John Michelle's haunted paintings all over his mansion. Oh, by the way, that's on the list to be burned up in the fires that are coming up the coast of Malibu. If that does not sound like an act of God, I do not know what does. I told y'all what he was going to do when I sat with Pierce. 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verses 9 through 12. For they will not believe the truth. I will send them strong delusion and allow them to believe a lie. Though they could be saved, they will not, because they took pleasure in their wickedness when all they had to do was rejoice in the truth, and salvation would be theirs. That's where we are in the world. People really, really, really love living in their delusions. This man is a Satanist. What do you think Satanists do? They do what Satan does. They lie, they steal, they confuse, and they destroy.
Wow.
Satan is the author of confusion. What's Sean Carter doing right now, other than creating great confusion?
Talking about confusion, Jaguar, this is what surprised me today, what Buzbee is alleging. Agents for the lawyers posed as employees of the state of Texas, flashed fake badges, and offered the client up to 10 grand to sue the Buzbee law firm. The funding for the alleged conspiracy came from Rock Nation. Buzbee's suit argues. What extreme are they going with this?
Oh no, I don't think he's lying. I believe it. He pays the same amount of money to people to come after me. Which is why I said Tony Buzbee had my sympathy, because I know exactly what he's going through. It's been happening to me for 15 years.
Fake badges.
Yeah. You should have saw what they did at my old house in Cedar Hill when they sent 2 fake Mexican officers with no badges or name tags on, but with guns on their hip, talking to the woman who moved into my house after we did, looking for me when Cedar Hill police knew exactly who I was and where I lived. They left her a card and said, if Jaguar Wright comes back through here, don't let her know. Just call us and we'll come and get her. Or like the fake sheriffs that they sent to my brother's house when they tried to send him, running up in his house to arrest him for S trafficking because of the Legina Gold situation and had me listed as armed and dangerous. Why does nobody want to see what's right there? It's funny. You'll believe a movie before you'll believe reality, when the truth is, it's art that imitates life, not the other way around. Hence, 3 Dog Night, episode 12. Season 12, episode 9. You know, I'm just tired of Americans. I am. I really am. I'm tired of Americans. I'm tired of people attacking me because I'm saying that God chose Trump and we should get behind the leader that God chose. And now all of a sudden I'm the bad guy because Trump hates black people and whoop-de-whoop-de-woo and so on and so forth. And he's already stated that his first agenda coming into the office is to sign the bill for anti-trafficking, which will stop a lot of the things that are happening and being encouraged by the demonic National Convention. Shame on you people.
I've got a question for you, Jag. During the week, during the Daily Show, we played a clip of a lady called, I think it was it Wendy Williams? She was
Yes.
American.
Wendy's an old friend of mine.
Yeah, and we were watching, it was a compilation of her just calling out Beyonce and really just calling her out on her nonsense. And
you see what happened to her?
Well, this is the thing. I know Wendy Williams as a personality. I've seen her throughout my life on the telly, whatever. But we watched that video, and then I Googled where she's at now, and she's got this horrible dementia that Bruce Willis has. But then, now wait for it, Jag. Then the side chat told me to ask you for the truth, because
in my belief, Wendy Williams was appointed a conservator, and she was slowly being poisoned so her mind could be manipulated into the state that it is. No different than the few other people that I know that's happened to, like Clarence Avant. You know, Wendy was the first person in the business that came to me and said, Jag, I'm going to put you on game because you're smart. She's the one that introduced me to my attorney, Bert Padell, that helped me fight against what the companies were trying to do to me, my legacy and my catalog. Wendy wasn't just a commentator and a talk show host or a radio personality. She was also a victim and a survivor. And I know for a fact that the story that she told of the artist that essayed her, I know for a fact that it was set up by a few women in the industry who I will be exposing next year.
Yeah, thanks for touching on that, Jag. And to anyone who watched that show and wanted me to ask that, I hope that was good enough. But thank you, Jag, because like I say, that
Wendy was not perfect. And the truth is, she should have got out. She just should have got out while she had time. But they tried her so much and they tested her so much. And if anyone knows Wendy, her ego is just as big as any man's. And she just wanted to beat him and not have to give up everything that she sacrificed to get where she had gotten. But unfortunately, she had to handle her husband just like I did.
It got to be some truth to this. Shout out to Wendy. Golly, it got to be some truth, because we did a piece on Wendy's husband, and even the son is against his own father in this whole case, in this situation, saying that my father is making my mother more sick as he spends her money, allegedly. You know what I'm saying? Look this stuff up, man. Please look this stuff up if you don't believe.
I send my love to little Kelvin in this holiday season.
That's the son.
Because he's probably the only person left in Wendy's life that gives a damn, and he's alone.
That's the son.
Yeah.
I remember when she got pregnant with him, I had Sam right after that. My heart breaks for him. To have to watch his mother, this vital force, this juggernaut of a person, just dwindle away.
Yeah, it's horrible, and yeah.
I have to calm down for a second, guys.
Yeah, that's all right. Don't worry, Jack. Well, Jack, this takes a moment, everyone. Can we make sure that we're leaving likes, pushing out this live stream, all that stuff? Make sure you're subscribed to Jag. Make sure you're subscribed here. All that stuff that is just me filibustering.
The things that they do that people look at and treat as entertainment. These are happening to real people in real time, in real life. Is anybody thinking about that boy, that young man watching his mother?
Taking care of his mother.
Is anyone thinking about him?
The father
I didn't mean to put you on the spot like that, Jack.
The father had another girlfriend, and once the father didn't have no money, allegedly, the girlfriend broke up with him. And now the father is trying to get Wendy to go back to work so they can have some more money, and he's not even with her anymore. The dad. Oh my God, this is the boy. You can't make this stuff up. I gotta take these glasses off. I was trying to be like Ron, y'all. I gotta take these glasses off.
No, I just know, because I saw the picture, and just all I could do, I got down on my knees and I just started praying for his strength. And just looking at that situation, that could be me. That could be me and Sam.
Yeah.
They tried. That could be me. If I wasn't as smart as I am, if I wasn't willing to walk away and not take any of that, could be me. That could be my son sitting at my hospital bed. Happy holidays to that family, whatever's left of it that's real. And please pray for little Captain, because he's watching his greatest champion and hero go down in a way that it's just not right. And all because she just told the truth. That's the price. If all of that's happened and nobody believe it, it's just it's unreal. It's unreal.
Yeah, thank you for, like I say, I apologize if you felt maybe I put you on the spot there. I never realized.
No,
Jack,
Ron, you can put me on the spot anytime you want.
Amen.
I know, but listen,
you're my friend. You're not exploiting me. You're my friend, okay?
Okay. Well, it's not even that. It's just like if I thought you had that strong a connection to this lady, I would have at least told you before the show, hey, I'm going to ask you about one of your friends. I hope it's okay. You know, because
that was always good to me. And I did my best to be good to her.
Amen. That's all you got to do.
And I'm not saying that she didn't have problems, and
people.
I'm not saying that she was perfect. I'm not saying that she didn't have issues. That has nothing to do with it. I don't care who you are. If you have the capacity to tell the truth in the hardest of times, facing all opposition, you're a hero in my book.
And help people, help others. That's all we trying to do.
And that's why we've decided, me and Odell, that it's time. We're going to launch the Jaguar Wright show. And I'm going to do it in Wendy's honor. And we're going to pick up where she left off, and we're going to get all these weirdos. We're going to do this for Wendy.
We are so here for that. I'm just telling you that right now. The Jaguar Wright show, 100%. There's some very, 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 who I would imagine feel very impenetrable individuals who are going to have some terrible weekends when you bring it to them, Jag. And I'm so here for it. So here.
I'm going to give it to him straight, no chaser.
Hell yeah. But thanks for answering that, Jag. I really appreciate it. I really do.
Salute to Wendy Williams.
Amen.
A personal hero of mine. And someone who was never anything but good and decent to me. When they tried to block my records off the radio, she would play them on her show. Sometimes she would get in trouble for doing it, but she did it anyway because she believed in me. Thank you.
I kind of did that myself.
Kevin, your mom's a hero, and she's been one for a long time, and you hold on to that.
Jag, were you getting asked by a lot of people as to whether Jay-Z's filed any suit against you, or whether the feds are getting you involved in suits against them?
No.
See, that's the part I don't understand. Why they not trying to sue her?
No. Not true.
And you're getting asked if you think Jay-Z will be criminally indicted, and if there's any other big names will be next to be charged.
I believe in what God said, and God told me they're all going down. The domino effect is not going to move fast until the Carter chip falls. After that, patience. Why can't y'all wait on God? This isn't McDonald's. This isn't Burger King. You don't get to get the truth your way. It's God's way. Show a little patience. Somebody puts a lie out there, they put a rumor out there, and all of you run with it and start believing it. And boom, oh my God! That's how easy it is to trick and fool all of you. Shame on you for your weak minds and your need to be led by lies.
Instead of looking stuff up on
so
yourself.
Rose is asking if you can help Ali Carter in any way and get her into witness protection.
Shout out to Ali.
Why would I want to do that? If Ali Carter goes into witness protection, we'll never see her again. Ali Carter, wherever she is, she's safe right where she is.
Safe her.
I can tell you right now, the second that you put your hands, your life in the government's hands, you're up for grabs. Because all it takes is one corrupt government official who's been paid very well to handle up on you, and then all of a sudden, leave Ali Carter alone. And leave me alone. Do you know what a score that would be for the Illuminati if they could get me and Ali Carter together at the same time? Wow, that would be something. I do not want that young woman in my presence, and I will never willingly be in hers. It is dangerous. I just wish people would leave her alone. Believe her if you want to. Don't believe her if you want to. Do whatever you want to do. Just leave her alone.
Wow. That sounds so easy to do, but people don't do it.
People are having a hard time calling her a liar, though.
You got a question from my two. Was leaving J-Lo's name in Spiro's court filing a serious oversight, or is Jay-Z throwing J-Lo under the bus?
They're all going to throw each other under the bus. What do you think roaches do when the lights come on?
Oh, man.
They scatter.
Oh, man.
That's what happens. You are about to watch every last one of them. I don't know him. I wasn't there. I don't do this. I don't do that. He did this. He did that. What they all need to be worried about is what's going on in court with Diddy today. That's what they need to be worried about. Because now that Jay-Z is broken up via PowerPoint with the diddler, I truly doubt that Diddy's not going to take the very sound advice I gave him almost 7 months ago. Snitch. Snitch. They all rode yo demonic behind to glory. Look at what they doing to you, Diddy. They're trying to let you run. They always down with you. Snitch.
Get it over with. Snitching.
What, you thought Jay-Z was doing all of this stuff to help just get everything dismissed so you could get out for more stuff before y'all could cover it up? See how he done you? Do you see what the Jigga Man done to you, Diddy? He don't know you. He knew you when he needed you for clout. He don't know you. But he knew you and needed you when y'all used Biggie Smalls to legitimize Jigga Man. He don't know you. See how that works? I told your ass, you better snitch. This is what he does. He is not loyal to anyone other than himself. Not even his wife. Because the truth is, I mean, they don't even love each other. They can't possibly. They're more worried about holding their lives together than just finding a truth they can stand on.
Excuse me.
But then again, you would need a truth to stand on. They don't have any. All of their lives, smoke and mirrors. All of their careers, staged, orchestrated. Every real thing that would have stopped them from making it, removed. Like, what is it going to take? What's it going to take? This man has no loyalty. He does. That's why when that statement came out and him talking about valor and honor and integrity, where's the valor and honor and integrity in denouncing your little Diddy man? Ain't no honor in that. Ain't no valor in that. Ain't no integrity in that. Because Diddy used his juice to pump you up. And now you think you just get to scurry away? I hope Diddy tells him everything.
That would be a twist.
And I hope he smiles when they drag your ass in the MPC right with him. I hope he does that little Diddy bop that he like to do.
Just before Sean goes on to that next question, everyone, can we get some likes for Jaguar's moves there for a start? But can we get some shares as well? Please help push this out. And Jag, once again, thank you always, as always, for being here. And Side Chat, thank you for your great
Diddy
question.
do wop bop.
There's Siggy watching Jag on Purple Rain on YouTube. All right, you've got a lovely comment here. Do you ever focus on everyone who supports and validates you? Because you are loved.
Of course I do.
You are loved, seen, and heard by so many. I taught my daughter about who you are. She is learning history as it happens.
Fabulous. Thank you for that acknowledgement. And of course I do. But the truth is, acknowledging all of you, what's really more important? Acknowledging the good, fighting the bad.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. Once we get rid of all of these weirdos, and I can safely go back out on the road without having to worry about being set up by concert promoters,
Yeah.
Once I can finally do that, we'll celebrate. And I'll sing for you all and we'll laugh and we'll dance together. But the reason why I stepped away from my career to do this work specifically is because there's no way for me to do my work safely until the bad guys are gone.
Yeah,
the survivors that I talked to, this whole Buzbee craziness scared the crap out of them.
I just need to prefix with something. I just want to say there's things that have been told to me by Beverly and her team that were sent to me before this live stream. So I just want to say on Friday, the things that have already been discovered about Jag were discovered before this live stream that you're watching now went out. And I just want to vouch for that because there's some things that you've said tonight, Jag, that your mind is going to be blown on Friday. Well, I mean, hey, you're Jaguar Wright. Your mind isn't blown easy. But I'm telling you, this is going to be a close one. So
well,
I just
you know what? Let's just pray I get a good tickle.
I like that one. Let's pray you get a good tickle.
Oh, I'm telling you, it's going to tickle your soul. I'm telling you.
I love it when you're this excited. Just by
man, I'm pumped.
When you're this excited, like, no, seriously, you're like that kid who can't wait to rip open the big box on Christmas morning.
The big box.
I love it.
That's what I'm talking about.
You heard me after my last live with Beverly. I phoned you, and it was just like a of information, and I appreciate you for enduring some of my moments. So thank you.
Oh, we have a private request.
Okay.
Is it okay if I address it?
Yes.
When has anyone ever been able to stop you from doing anything, Jaguar? I love you dearly.
My father, and Odell.
Yeah.
Amen.
Yeah, of course.
All righty.
So I just want to take a moment because, I've inherited such awesome people from the Atwood family, and 𝗗𝗢𝗡𝗞𝗦 is definitely one of them. So 𝗗𝗢𝗡𝗞𝗦, number one, thank you for all of the good work that you do, taking that wrench and beating them trolls back and keeping the vibe and the energy good. I wish I could give you more than this, but happy birthday. Actually, let me.
She feeling the vibe.
I like that tempo. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear 𝗗𝗢𝗡𝗞𝗦. Happy birthday to you.
You hear the soul.
And many more. We love you from the Jaguar family. Thank you, 𝗗𝗢𝗡𝗞𝗦.
That was crazy.
That was some goodness.
Golly, I love it, man. I want to keep going. You got to love her. You got to. All the stuff she's going through. You saying they lies? If that's the case, why Jay-Z and the team haven't sued her? Because she's lying on Jay-Z and stuff, and Jay-Z like, I'm too big to be worrying about them lies. I'm telling you, Cat Williams have already said some things, and too many of them came true. Too many. Jay-Z been saying some things, and some of the stuff is starting to unravel. We can smell it. Man. So look, I got to get out of here. We do an hour. This going to be a part 1 and a part 2. So y'all hit that subscribe button, hit that bell. We got to finish this up, man, because part 2, you think part 1 was strong, part 2 is going to be strong also. Jaguar Wright, we're going to have on the show, like I said. and we're doing some things. We get ready do some music together. I talked to her man. Oh man, come on, Mike, please get it, because that's my man. Wolf Gang. I call him Wolf Gang. Yeah, Wolf. No, anyway, look here. I'm gonna get on up out of here, man. We got some things coming up, man. Appreciate y'all so much. Y'all take it light, take it slow. Tell them Uncle Mike told you so. Peace out. Let me call Ron. I'm calling you right now.